The Wembley Arch, an instantly recognisable feature of the London skyline. Stadium, a far cry from the Wembley, where in 1968 Manchester United first lifted the European Cup. FIFA Champions League final. Barcelona against Manchester United. It's live from Wembley. Stars on show this evening, but there's one that stands out above them all, of course. It's the little genius who most people think is the greatest. Attention, as Idika Johnson was saying, nothing ever seems to get him down. Produces his best week in, week out. Just hasn't had too many experiences of that, has he? Champions League top scorer this season, 11 goals in 12 appearances, 2 more in a single season. Let's join our commentators for this UEFA Champions League.
Well, thank you, Jeff.
With what is, let's face it, the best team on the planet that we're looking at there.
2.5 with Valdez, the ordinary guy with the extraordinary talents. European Cup final.
Knowing that one mistake can cost you, can end in defeat. Everybody.
In the twinkling feet of Messi.
Villa at the moment on the right-hand side. Barcelona often plays on the left with Pedro down here on the right, but they will switch, I think.
Where he feels he can get it. Messi comes off Vidic to
Dimitar Berbatov. Just looking at the players who haven't made the squad, John O'Shea, Wes Brown, Johnny Evans, etc. They're all sat behind the man.
He's calling the defender, the goalkeeper Thomas Kuszczak.
Sooner rather than later, and showing signs of doing that now.
Messi working with Villa. Challenge by Ferdinand to my players.
Amazing, Manchester United leaving 2 players up. Last did you see that?
For Messi. Shouts for handball. Led by Pedro. Pedro again. Put away by the head of Vidic.
And it's Manchester United. Monopoly.
Messi.
Again, the cat and mouse, he goes forward, he goes back, but it is one of those 2 centre-half.
Iniesta. David Villa. The home leg. More often, Villa comes from the left. But it's Messi. Cross goes Vidic.
Picks the ball up 25 yards out.
He's the alchemist, isn't he, with the formula. Iniesta. Trying to have the first challenge in. Xavi. Now that's skipped on, and Edwin van der Sar would love to keep a clean sheet. 8. Misjudged by Ferdinand. Via Messi. That face having beaten Barcelona. Over 20 minutes, and no suggestions of the semi-final. They can't only play the game properly, that they have a grasp of the darker arts as well. And Messi, is he in here? Wonderful tackle. First half, and Messi wrapped it up with that. Messi. They would have wanted. And nobody from behind Fernandez. Watch that final, but his family wouldn't let him. Barcelona score in the 27th minute. Who was put in the clear by Xavi, and after that bright Manchester United start, it's a little bit like Rome here.
Giggs and Michael Carrick, Xavi in a way that he had several times in the minutes leading up. Keep your concentration.
He did that. Barcelona again. There first, he was caught. This is Rooney. And Rooney has equalised. He struggled in previous finals. He's centre stage now.
Well, what a strike from Wayne Rooney. And a big thank you to Ryan Giggs as well. He's just given his answer. Has he drifted offside? Maybe, factually, Ryan Giggs, but he does a great job of controlling it. With Ryan Giggs in early.
done from time to time, trying to make an extra man. This Messi, Xavi, a touch and hit. Well, not a hit, really. Now I'm being shortchanged by a final here. Iniesta. He wants his team to move on. They've got 4 forward here against 4. This is Pedro. He'll keep it in. Messi. Messi. Vidal. So often the fullbacks make extra attackers. Tip it in their direction. He goes short to Busquets.
Nice, wasn't it? Very nice.
Make attack the best form of defence. Oh, but Messi looks for David Villa. Oh, Messi couldn't quite get the touch to send Barcelona in with a half-time lead.
If you're going to pick a fault, but there you go, Vidic sucked in, a little nutmeg by Messi, and he's away. Thinks the best he could have in hindsight.
Well, what an engaging 45 minutes of football that has been. Absolutely.
When anything happens, once he's past them...
Sure, Darren Fletcher might play a part in there, because I wouldn't wish chasing Xavi.
And I have played here, mostly the younger players, but Messi just produced this early second half corner.
There's 3 players in the box.
Absolutely bristling with confidence after giving Barcelona the lead. Messi. Time it's Xavi being invited to shoot. Xavi. This is Iniesta. Messi. Xavi. His magical runs and crossing the ball again. Iniesta. It's Dani Alves in a goal here. Good save by Van der Sar. Comes out to Messi. In front of him. And his second goal in 15 appearances, Pedro. Tonight. Oh, Messi! He overpowered Edwin van der Sar. Out Barcelona. He scores in England, and it's at Wembley, and it puts Barcelona 2-1 up against Manchester United in the Champions League final.
Well, so often, Martin, this time it was all about the shot, the power. Edwin van der Sar, I'm not sure, got the space 20-25 yards out to pull the trigger with no pressure on the...
Haven't lost all those games. They might not lose this one. They have conceded 2, the first 2 away.
Well, they came back before, goal out of nothing. Well, Manchester United won't want to watch this too many times because...
more central, they're playing behind Park here. Here's Pedro. Iniesta. It's Messi again. Parried by Van der Sar, cleared. Where Messi eventually found the back of Manchester United's net. It's not all how many alternative plans Sir Alex Ferguson has got. It continues like this. It's a lovely ball by Iniesta. Here's Dani Alves. Alves. Messi. Command at Barcelona, all went to the near post, but now it breaks their way again, and Messi's away, and that means problems for Manchester United. It does! Messi. Going to hit another one. That's it. Xavi.
Number 20, is to be substituted.
So they've got Manchester United where they want them at the moment. It's David Villa. Brilliant. Brilliant. David Villa gets in on the act. It should see off Manchester United. They forced them back. and they found a way through.
It was coming, anybody could see that. Now you see it, now you don't.
Paul Scholes has been out warming up. He wants the thrashing at Wembley. Xavi trying to go through himself, running in case.
That's a fair comment, I think. Every minute.
To Kasai, the referee is just letting Barcelona break. Giggs was convinced. Busquets
Shows much more savoury side in this.
is sending their message around the world. A great feel for the occasion. Manchester United, his gestures. Scholes losing out. One last thrust. Barcelona don't need it. It would be just like them to supply it. In the red and blue stripes, who are poised for their celebrations, which start now. And Wembley is hallowed ground for Messi, a scorer. Villa, a scorer in the second half as they pulled away from Manchester United. And Sir Alex, best in Europe in the new stadium. As Barcelona were the best in Europe in the old era here as a coach, just as he was as a player. No revenge for Rome for Manchester United, none of their joy of 19.
Pressure. Talk about the midfield players. Busquets ran that game today. It was very difficult for Carrick and Giggs, and unfortunately it was just eliminated them from start to finish. Made it very difficult for them. And that guy there, Lionel Messi, they have the best player in the world, and he put every single thing that Barcelona did. He's a magician, the little fella.
Play against a team that's absolutely fantastic. Handed to Barcelona, they were magnificent on the night.
There will be a few just about ready for the presentation there. Martin Taz.
Oh, and here they come. Player in Cruyff's team of 1992 when they had to delay, came on right at the end to lift the European Cup for Barcelona. It's typical of the club. They have won it by beating English clubs before. They have won it in England before. Now they've done both on the same day. Simply the best, Barcelona.
Pace up, two passes getting efforts at your goal. They're great to watch, Jeff.
I was tough on potential weakness. I've seen it years, 70s and 80s, 90s, where power, strength, long ball. This is going back to sort of the Brazilian
Team, a very good team that won the Premiership with a lot to spare really in the end. And they've been made to think we're witnessing the best football team that's ever played football. And we talk about keeping possession. They're prepared to fire the ball to you, an old midfield player. I can't look beyond Xavi and Iniesta. I'm thinking, if I'm feeling, I think you'd be lost. And I think we saw with Michael Carrick and Ryan Giggs tonight, it was a bit of an unfair fun.
Do you think he's the best ever player?
Yes, I do. Oh yeah, I do. I mean, the more...
Celebrations continue in the stadium. And Pep Guardiola endures or enjoys the bumps at the hands of his players. The club's motto is more than a club, right? And of course, Guardiola has been with them as boy and man. He is Barca through